Hey everybody, Neil here from Post to Post. Thought we could talk some baseball today. Now, obviously we talk a lot about hockey on the channel, as you can see in the background, but we do like other sports for sure, and we've talked other sports in the past. And in today's episode, we're going to look at some jersey concepts 30 from the MLB by the designer Tag. Now, I have to say that I think these were submitted years ago. They've just been sitting in a folder that I think I may have forgotten about. Apologies. But I have no idea what's in store here today in terms of designs. I've not seen these before. This is going to be a reaction video. You and I can check these out together. But there's 30 jerseys, so let's bring them up one at a time, and let's see what Tag has for us. Coming up first is going to be the Angels, bringing it up. Oh, that's actually, I mean, when I think baseball, I think, pretty traditional. We're not using a lot of risky designs and stuff. A lot of baseball teams just play it safe, as they should. But so I wasn't really expecting something so maybe design forward is the best way to put it here for the Angels or for any of these really. So this is a very welcome surprise and a beautiful jersey. You still get that baseball aspect with the pinstriping coming down vertically. You still get that wonderful logo on there to represent the team. And then you have some kind of graphic or imagery to represent the location of the team. And there's some palm trees to do that. So this is actually a really, really good jersey. I like a little bit of spice in baseball stuff, and this definitely has the spice. So really good start here. Let's move on to the next team. It's going to be the Astros. Well, I mean, this is also amazing. I'm a big fan of this series so far. Tag, you're really kind of, I mean, this isn't crazy risky, but there is definitely some risk here. It's a little bit more, vibrant and a little bit more aggressive than we're used to. So I'm totally for this. I like this quite a bit. My only maybe small bit of criticism is the H on the shoulder, or on the arm rather. If you could maybe move that up a bit just so it's not on kind of that striping, or just have some kind of separation. It's almost a little bit just too busy in this area, but I really like the colors. Fantastic. Moving on to the Athletics. Okay, yeah, absolutely. And when I look at these, I always sort of in the back of my mind trying to relate them to hockey, relate them to basketball, the NFL, other professional sports in terms of color. What color combinations don't exist that often or frequently in other sports or within the same league, the MLB? And if they don't appear very frequently, is it a good idea to, I guess, exaggerate those colors? If your primary colors are purple and pink, and you play a little bit safe with that, that's probably the right direction because they're two very polarizing colors. But when you have yellow and green, two very common colors in sports, but still a combination that isn't used like that much. Usually it's red and blue, or it's red and white, or blue and white, or what, orange and black, or whatever. Like those are kind of the common ones. But green and yellow, or green and gold, doesn't happen too often. It happens in the NHL once, twice if you go back into history of one team. It happens, in the NFL, I think at least twice, depending on shades, maybe 3 times. So I think that the Athletics, this is a vibrant jersey, and I like it because of that. It's yes, the yellow is very polarizing, it's very intense, but the green is complementary, and I think that you can just play into those colors big time with this. So I really like how vibrant this jersey is. A really good one. Next, the Blue Jays. Okay, so I mean, right here, I'm Canadian, I gotta support the Blue Jays, and I like this jersey. It's just very clean. There's no pinstriping, which I actually kind of like. You've got the team represented on there with Blue Jays. You've got the logo down below, and you've got the 2 Canadian maple leaf symbols on there, logos on the arms. That looks great. That specifically, the arms look really, really good. If I was going to change anything, it might just be to remove the Blue Jays from the front and just keep that actual Blue Jays logo and move it up some. Just not a fan of the text, but it's still a very nice jersey. Next, the Braves. Okay, so this is pretty good. I mean, I like the colors. The colors, I just spoke about the colors, a couple minutes ago. Blue and red, one of the most common color combinations in any sports. Well, you have it right here with some white as a complementary color here. The logo stands out on there because of that. It's in white on those darker shades of red and blue. And then I guess I would probably get some symmetry and put the other logo, I guess it would be on this side as you're looking at me. I don't know. The other arm that's empty. I think there should be a logo there. Okay, next, the Brewers. I'd probably say the same thing. I just like symmetry. But I will say that this kind of goes back to the green and gold or yellow conversation. You've got blue and yellow. Blue, that specific shade of blue, we're approaching maybe polarizing, but still very acceptable. And yellow is polarizing. But I would want to see something being leaned into here color-wise. Make the whole jersey blue with yellow as the highlights. I think that would be pretty cool. I think white, like this is one of the best color combinations that exist, yellow and blue. So I think just go all in on it. Next, the Cardinals. Okay, so using an off-white and a nice little logo there on the arm. I would maybe put that on the other side as well. Just, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but yeah, I think this is very acceptable. I like the off-white. Next, the Chicago Cubs with a bit of city flag inspiration. That is very nice, actually. Getting a little soccer vibes, or football, whatever, but beautiful colors, great city representation, and the stars that you see on the arm come from the city flag, so that's great as well. Yeah, good stuff. I like this one a lot. Ooh, next the Diamondbacks, beautiful colors, purple and green, such a unique color combination. Again, one of those combinations we just don't see a lot in sports. There isn't one in hockey other than the Arizona Coyotes, and you got to go kind of back, and then you have to add other colors. So this could have been Utah. This could have been Utah. Just saying. I like it. Nothing to change here. Dodgers, keeping it simple. Old team, classic. This is what I mean by baseball. Like, this is what I would expect from a designer who is designing, I guess, traditional baseball jerseys. Just something very simple, nothing crazy. And for the Dodgers, they don't need it. Very iconic brand. Just slate blue with the logo on the front. You got the traditional other aspects on there too, so that's good. San Francisco, okay, so I do think I understand the logo, so that does make sense. I find the logo on the arms maybe a little bit too big. I think it's because it's vertically taller than the text on the front of the jersey. So I maybe just shrink that on the arm, and otherwise good to go. Cleveland Guardians, yeah, it's not too bad. I think it just feels like it's missing something. I don't know if pinstripes here would benefit it or not. I'm just not a fan of the text logos in general. Okay, the Mariners. I think the logo is probably a miss for me here as well. I would just prefer to see maybe their actual logo, but the colors are very interesting, obviously. Primary color is like, I don't know, maybe it's my monitor. I'll have to switch monitors here for a second. It looks like blue, like a bluish, like a really light gray blue. I very much like that color. That's very, very nice. Next, the Marlins. This could have been predictable, I think. A little bit of Miami Vice vibes here. I support this 100%. I really like it. And although that both arms don't match because they're different logos, you have a flamingo on one side and then the state outline of Florida on the other, you still get that balance and gives me my symmetry that I like. So I like this one. And the Mets, that looks good in black. That definitely looks good in black. That orange pops so nicely on there. And same thing here. You've got one logo on one side and a different logo on the other. Still get the symmetry. That's a nice looking simple jersey here. Next, the Nationals, renamed to Senators on the front. I do not know why that is, but I'm not a huge baseball fan, so I'm not sure. I know that the Nationals came from Quebec, previously Montreal Expos, so I'm not sure if there's a Canadian relation there, but I don't know. You tell me down below in the comments. Either way, this is a very Washington jersey, and it is very simple and clean, as it should be. This is a nice, clean baseball jersey. I like it. The Orioles, okay. Yeah, I kind of like it was like the Mets one before. Black with orange. Really nice pop. I understand the flag relation at the ends of the sleeves, and I'm sure a lot of people would like that. I just don't really like that flag, so I would probably change the arms. Sorry. Next, the Padres. Not the best color combination in the world, but one that does exist, unfortunately, and yeah, it is what it is. This color-wise just doesn't do it for me, but that's not Tag's fault. Okay, here is a beautiful brand. A maroon with a light blue. The Phillies have absolutely incredible colors. This is a good jersey, minus the text on the front. I don't really like that. I would prefer just to see their actual logo on there or something else. I just don't like that text. The Pirates are one that I don't actually mind the text on the front because they use such a specific font type that it provides a little bit of interest. It's not just text. It has a bit of personality with it as well. So I'm okay with that on there. I like that quite a bit. And then the Texas Rangers. Now, I'm assuming the main color is specifically taken from an actual Texas Rangers uniform, possibly, because it's almost this like leathery beige or cream, like a dark cream or something. I don't remember ever seeing that before, but again, I don't watch a lot of baseball, so I'm not sure. But I like the little bit of play into the actual Texas Ranger here happening. I can see the logo on the arm too, so I think this would be a really cool uniform if they did do this something like this. Okay, Tampa Bay Rays, great colors. Again, like I really like the light blue with the yellow and even the dark blue on there too. That looks fantastic. Front is where you kind of lose me just slightly. You have two giant elements on the front, both fighting for primary attention. So I would make one smaller and one bigger, or obviously leave one the same size and make one smaller. But yep, let's move on. The Reds, not much to say here. Very traditional baseball. I'm sure a lot of people would like this. It's all good. Boston Red Sox using off-white as the base, which is nice. And then you got the Sox logo on the sides, and then the Boston text on the front. This is probably one I don't really mind too much either, just because I'm used to it with Boston, and it's a pretty blocky font. Even the B there is very close to the Boston Bruins B, so it's a font that I'm very used to. And then the Colorado Rockies, one of my favorite brands out there. I love the purple and the black. It looks so good together, and this is no exception. This looks really good. I really like the arms quite a bit, and you've got no text on the front. Thank you. You just have that beautiful logo on there, and then the stripes for traditional baseball. So good stuff. Now, Kansas City Royals. I think this is a little bit cheesy with the arms, but I do kind of like it. Like this, the fact that it's so clean everywhere else on the bottom of the jersey, there's no stripe. You just got that kind of crown aspect and the different color on the arms. It's a little silly, but it's kind of cool at the same time. So I kind of like it. Next, the Tigers. Yeah, I don't know about the inside of the back collar. It is pretty cool. I'm just trying to decide if I would want it on the actual jersey or not, or if I'm just okay with the logo. Like the logo that's on the arm, I would actually the D on there. I'm gonna walk back. The D on the front is actually okay. It's very stylized. It's traditional. It's nice. And then the Tiger logo on the side does look good. It adds just a little bit of pop because of the color. So I would just put it on the other arm, and sure, we can keep the Tiger stripes in the back inside. The Twins, pretty traditional. I like red as the base color here. It really makes the jersey pop, and I think this would be a pretty good uniform. So I am for this one. And here's a good example of when I'm talking about primary elements on a jersey. On the front, you've got the Twins logo there, and then you've got the number 9. They're not the same size. They're not fighting for attention. Twins is the primary element. 9 is the secondary. And then the shoulder or the arm ones are the tertiary, or you could consider those to be secondary and the number to be in third place. It doesn't really matter, but the focus is on the primary larger element on the jersey. This applies for NHL, NBA, NFL. It doesn't really matter. It's not even sports related. It's design related. So you should almost always have a primary element, whether you're designing jerseys or billboards. Okay, next we've got the Chicago White Sox. This looks like a weird retro mid-'80s video game jersey. I kind of like this a lot, actually. Yeah, I don't know. There's something a little bit weird about it, but I do like it. It feels very, very retro. The Yankees, pretty much exactly what I was expecting. I like the off-white and the cream in there. That looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, maybe the best traditional one so far, potentially. So good job. Again, I'd probably put the logo on the other arm. That was the last one. Okay, I guess I need to choose my favorite. Now, as much as I'd like the Rockies, I'm not going to choose it because I feel like that's a little bit biased, and I'm quite obsessed with their branding. So I'll choose one that really kind of surprised me and also looks good. I really like the Diamondbacks one, now that I look at this again. That's quite nice. Very traditional baseball, but very like kind of modern at the same time. The Cubs one too. They're beautiful colors from the flag. Oh man, the Angels one's pretty good too. I think in my mind the Athletics was going to be my favorite, but now looking back on this, I can see that it's off balanced quite a bit. The 9's maybe a little bit too big, or the A is too small, and he maybe needs to move up a little bit. So color-wise, this is my favorite. I just love the fact that Tag leaned into the colors here, but arrangement-wise, probably not. I'll have to go with, I'll give it to Anaheim just because it's a little bit spicy. It's a little bit more than all the rest, and I still think it looks good, and I think it looked pretty good for a uniform. And it's an interesting jersey for sure. So Tag, thank you so much for submitting those. I apologize that it's been so long since you submitted them, and I got to film and release this video. So I hope you're doing well, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below in the comment section what was your favorite from this video. And if you want to see more baseball videos, let me know as well. I'm actually sitting on, I'm just going to tell you straight up, okay? 23 concept sets that aren't NHL jersey specific. They might be NHL related. They might be NFL related. It doesn't really matter. So I'm sitting on 23 other sets. If you guys are interested in those summer baseball, summer basketball, summer football. Let me know down below in the comment section, and what would you like to see next in terms of from the community. Like if you're speaking to a designer, let them know. They read the comments, right? So let them know what you want to see. Maybe they'll grab your idea and do something up. And if you want to submit something to the channel, would love that. Details on how to do that are down below in the description. And if you want to use the template that you saw in this video, it came from sportstemplates.net. Feel free to go over there and pick up the baseball template or any template on the site. And if you do, my code post to post works for every template. It'll save you 10%. It doesn't matter if it's hockey, football, baseball, basketball, it doesn't matter. My code applies to everything on the site, and there are over 70 templates on the site for you, including free ones. So if you've already got Photoshop, make sure you go on over there and pick a couple up. And yeah, like I said, details on how to submit are down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more content like this, and otherwise I'll see you very soon. Adios.